Hey students and friends of 88 Tuition, welcome back to our Passing Sure Looks Easy series. Alright, let's take a look at this question. 2019, pattern on fire! Wow! Alright, remember this question? Okay, it's quite hot, right? I know, that's why it's on fire. Alright, so you have this type of pattern, and through pattern is actually a very interesting topic. I know some of you don't like it, but when it comes out during certain exams, what happened? The first two parts actually can score one. Alright, the first part is usually ask you to fill up the blanks, and maybe the second part is to find out some figure, maybe a big number and all this. Alright, these two parts can score, and usually the third part is the harder one. But if you have the perseverance, right, you'll be able to see certain kind of pattern, and from the pattern you'll be able to come up with a solution. You can do it, you know. Alright, let's take a look at this. Alright, so we have one triangle is figure 1. Oh, figure 2 got 4 triangles. Figure 3 got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 triangles. Figure 4 got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 triangle. So usually I look at the diagrams first to better have a feel of the question. Okay? Then now I look at the table. In figure 1, yes, there is a 1 triangle. In figure 2, yes, there's 4 triangle. In figure 3, there's 9 triangle. Figure 4, there's 16 triangle. Hey, this number very familiar. 1, 4, 9, 16, they are square numbers, right? So what happened? This is like 2 times 2. 1 times 1. 3 times 3. 4 times 4. 5 times 5. That means this one is, alright, your 5 times 5 down here will be 25. Can you see not? So automatically I can write something there already. I feel so good. Alright, I haven't read the question, but I can write something. Can you see not? So for the total, you can simply just take the square of that particular figure. Alright, so if it's figure number 10, 10 times 10, 100 triangles. Easy. Can? Alright, then now we talk about the white triangles and the grey triangle. Okay, let's take a look. Figure 1, right, there is 1 grey. So figure 1, right, there is 1 grey. Oh, okay. So figure 2 got no white, so 0 lah. Figure 1 got 1 grey and no white. Figure 2, alright, figure 2 got 1 grey and 3 white. Okay, and so on. So you look at the diagram, you look at the table, and so on. Can? Alright, so now let's take a look at question first. Don't be so anxious. Oh, fill in the table above. So we can do that? Sure, no problem. Part B, find the total number of grey and white. That means the total lah. Total got for figure 250. That's easy. Because the total down here, I told you already, is like 2 times 2, 4. 3 and 3 is 9. So there's a pattern down there. Figure number C, find the percentage of white triangles in figure 250. Oh, that's a little bit tough. Because we need to go and find the individual white triangles and the grey triangle. That's a bit tough. But don't worry. Try to secure your first part and the second part of the question first. Shall we? Alright, so part A, fill in the blanks. Just fill in, got marks one. So down here, what did I say? 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4, and 5 times 5 is 25. Is that okay? Alright, you can even draw out figure number 5. Alright, after you draw out figure number 5, you can count. Got 25 triangles now. God. And you count, how many white triangles are there? Count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got 10? We put 10. Can? And how many grey triangles are there? We can count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. 10 plus 15, is it 25? Yes. Alright. So, in this question, right, part A, right, you can even draw it out. How come? Because figure 5 is next to figure 4 only one. So draw out lah, it's okay one. Alright, it doesn't take a lot of time. And draw properly. After you draw properly, then you can fill in the blanks, you can secure marks, why not? But along the way, you have to find some connection, some pattern within the tables one. So the first one I found just now is what? 5 times 5 is 25, 4 is 16. After writing this 10 and 15, right, can you see or not? 15, 10, 15 minus 10 is 5 So coincident meh? 10 minus 6 is 4. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. So the difference between the grey and the white, right? The difference between the grey and the white, right, is actually the figure number. Can you see that? Is it so coincident? Does it help me later? I don't know. But at this moment, I secure my marks already. That's most important. Can? Alright, so what's next? Down here, focus on the table already. Don't have to look at the diagram. Don't have to go and draw what figure 250. Please. Don't go and draw figure 250. You go crazy. The teacher will go crazy also. So down here, you're supposed to find the total number of grey and white, right? So you're looking for the total. So there's a pattern to you, right? So 1 times 1, 1. 2 times 2, 4. 5 times 5, 25. Figure 250? 250 times 250. Very good. That will secure your second mark. Alright, so it's write out the working. 250 times 250. And your answer will be, press your calculator, nothing to fear. 250 times 250, 625, 100. Alright, 62,500. So at least number pattern, you secure the part A and part B already. You feel good? Yeah. If you want to go and do a part C, sure. Persevere, you have to be a little bit brave to attempt for part C. Alright, so let's go and look at part C. Same thing, just look at the table we'll do. Don't look at the diagram, please don't draw figure 250. What they want? Find the percentage of white triangles in figure 250. As a percentage, this is our question. So what you want? Ultimately, you want a fraction here. Alright, something over something times what? Times 100%, because you want it as a percentage. The bottom here, right, is always the total. Alright, the total. And on top, alright, down here, the numerator is talking about the white. They want white triangles. So you're supposed to look for white over the total times 100%. And guess what? You have the total already. What's the total? The total is the previous question, right? Total for figure 250. 250 times 250, the total is already 62,500. Can you see not? You got so much information. Yeah lah, except for the most crucial one. Alright, the number of white color. Can you see? So if you got the white, you can put over 62,500 times 100%, you will get your answer. So question is, what is white? I don't know. Then just now I did tell you about something. I did tell you about the difference, right? The difference between the white and the grey, right? What happened? The difference is the figure number, right? Can you see? Yes, right. So I need to find a number, alright? I need to find a number and a number here. Something minus something. These two numbers, right, must give me a 250. Can you see? Something minus something must give me to a 250. So it's like 1 minus 0 is 1 what? 3 minus 1 is 2 what? 6 minus 3 is 3. Can you see there's some alternate happening? 10 minus 6 is 4. Can you see that? Alright, so for the even figure number, 2 and 4, 2 and 4, right? The white is always more than the grey. The white is always more than the grey. So it's always taking the white minus the grey to give you the difference. It's to take the white minus the grey to give you the difference. Can you see that? For figure odd number, 1, 3, and 5, it's always the grey that's more. 1 minus 0 is the 1. 6 minus 3 is 3. 15 minus 10 is 5. It's a pattern question. So there must be some pattern. Next question. Figure 250 is what? Yes, it's an even number. Right, this one is an even number. Right, so even number, you look at 2 and 4. Figure 2 and 4. So what must be more? Alright, the white must be more. So the white, if minus the grey, must give you the difference of the figure number. In this case, it's a 2. 3 minus 1, 2, right? So it's white minus grey. Look at here. White minus grey is 4 again. So down here is white minus grey. Must give you a 250. That is the clue that I saw just now. And remember the total, right? Everything, right? The white and the grey together must be how much? Must be 62,500. Can you see? So in this case, what do? I don't know. What else can I do? Look at here and look at here for the information. If there's a gap of 4, right, in between 10 and 6, right, what is the center number? Center number is a 8, right? 10 minus 2 is a 8. 6 plus 2 is a 8. So there's a center number between 6 and 10, and that's a 8. How to find the center number? If you have the total is 16, right? 16 divided by 2 is a 8. So 8 is the center number. 8 plus 2 will give you the white. 8 minus 2 will give you the grey. And there is a difference of 4. Can you see? So does that work? Okay, let's try this one. 3 and 1. What is the center number? Center number is a 2, right? 4, how to get the center number? Divide by 2. 4 is the total. Divide by 2 is the center number 2. 2, right? You must minus 1 to get to a 1. 2, right? Must plus 1 to get to a 3. So that there's a gap of what? 3 minus 1, 2 in between. Can you follow the pattern? Same thing. 250 is an even number. Let's try. So what do? We take 62,000. All right, we take 62,500 to what first? Divide by 2 to find the center number first. 62,500 divided by 2 to find the center number, which is 31,250. Can you see now? And in order to have a what? A gap of 250, right? The gap of 250, what must you do? So one of them must plus something, one of them must minus something to show a gap of 250. So plus what, leh? Very good, huh? So down here, this 4, right? What do? All right, once you get a center number, it's 8, right? 8 must plus 2, must plus the 2. 8 must minus the 2. How do you get the 2? The 2 is actually to take the 4, the figure number, divide by 2. Take the gaps, divide by 2, because you need to split into the top and the bottom portion. So same thing down here, 250, you have to divide by 2 to give you a 125. Alright, so the center number is 31,250. You must go up by 125. You must go down by 125. Can? If you go up, right, it's a bigger number. Bigger number will be your white color, lor. So down here, you take your 31,250 plus your 125. This will give you your bigger number, which is a white. Okay? And next, right, you take your 31,250 minus away your 125. Remember, ultimately, you want to create a gap of 250. That will give you a 31,250 minus 125 is equal to 31125. Great. Check. Right, check in between. What is the gap? So you take 31375 minus away 31125. Answer? 250. There's a gap of 250. Here you plus 125. Here you minus 125. You're actually stretching the gap. Alright, so is that what you want? You want a gap of 250, right? Yes, correct. And remember, the bigger number must be the white minus the smaller number, the gray. Alright, why? Because we are talking about the figure which is even. Alright, 250 is an even number. We are supposed to look at figure 2, figure 4 for more clues. So in this case, your white will be what? This is the bigger number, which is correct or not? Correct. Alright, and these two numbers plus together, final check, must give you 62,500. Right, because gray and white add up together. You check 31375 plus 31125. Bam, 62,500. So you put back into your this portion here. Alright, white over total times 100%. White is what? White is 31375. Alright, and you press your calculator. 31375 divided by 62,500, right, times 100%. And your answer will be 50.2. Okay, 50.2%. Lock it in, 50.2. And that's the way you do it. Okay? Alright, so when you talk about patterns, right, you must be able to what? Persevere, keep trying. And usually the question is split into different parts, right? Alright, the first two parts can do one, must secure the marks. Look out for the common pattern. Then along the way, you must try to figure out, persevere a bit. Look at other kind of patterns. If there's other connection, you have to look for other other ways to get to the certain numbers. And if there's a connection, you go and balance out with other pattern number. It works, you know. If it works means what? There is a pattern out there. Alright. Once there's a pattern, execute on it. Don't draw figure 250 out, please. That is a totally waste of time move. Okay? Alright, and again, as you can see, yes, my email address is there. If you have any questions that you so direly want to be explained, alright, you can email me the question. And if many students having the same type of questions, I will put on a video and edit into here called the Passing Sure Looks Easy series. Alright, I will see you in the next question.